Hey, what's going on, my friends? Welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Victor, and today I'm going to share with you 5 things I think you should know about this upcoming powerful and positive full moon on August 15th, 2019. Those are the 2 words that literally popped in my mind as I was contemplating this energy update. Powerful, it's powerful. A lot of transformation. A lot of effects of the ascension process. You may be experiencing a lot of changes. However, with all that said, it's very, very positive. Positive changes, positive transformational experiences. It's a phenomenal time. It's a good time. It's a good vibe. It's a good time to be alive. And sometimes the process you're choosing to go through rewards you with energies like this, where becoming the person you want to be and manifesting the life you dream of manifesting is more of an act of grace and very much divinely inspired rather than unpredictable, arduous, challenging, fast-paced, racy, insane like sometimes the process can go. That was July. August is different. This full moon is really kind of peaking this beautiful August energy. But that's just the gist. I'll go ahead and get into the video. As I always do, I break this video down into 5 more specific themes to help you understand what you're going through and make sense of it so that you can get the most out of it. My friend, before I begin, let me just say if you're brand new to my channel, I want to welcome you and let you know that I offer everybody a free guided meditation that I made myself for the purpose of connecting more consciously with your higher self. You and everyone watching this and everyone on the planet, we're always connected to our higher selves. But we're living in a time where we can become very aware of that in a very experiential way and therefore utilize the benefits of one who knows they are tapped in. It's a guided meditation that'll help you become aware of your connection. It's totally free. I made it and kind of channeled it myself. You can check it out down below at the top of the description box if you'd like. And with that said, I will see you inside of the video. Number 1, you might be feeling more open and sensitive than normal. And I bet a lot of you already feel pretty open and pretty sensitive most of the time. But we're living in a very highly charged time, my friend. So by sensitive, you might be experiencing some of the physical symptoms of the awakening process more so than usual. You might be feeling more fatigued than usual for no real obvious cause. You might be feeling a bit just run down, not yourself, like your body is doing a lot of work, but you don't really see where that work is being worked on. You just feel it in your body, in your bones, in the way you rest or lack thereof rest. Just for example, yesterday I went and tried a Kundalini yoga class, which I was very excited about. And even though this class is way harder than I had expected, way more challenging, it was not nearly as hard as I typically work out. But I found myself just gassing out, just totally exhausted at this Kundalini yoga class, which is not like me. But again, sometimes this fatigue can happen and not have a real explanation. The explanation is that there is a process you're going through and it does affect your body. With that said, you also might feel more open emotionally, more open to how you're feeling in a way that you're not able to as easily ignore, which is kind of a good and a bad thing. Sometimes when emotions are coming up, it's not convenient to deal with them. Like last night, I was trying to get some sleep and I found myself unable to kind of shake off the emotions I was feeling as a father, knowing my daughter is having trouble making friends at school. That's a common thing that parents go through, but I found myself like just unable to sleep because I was feeling like bad for her. Okay, but that's also a good thing because sometimes emotions that come up are emotions that we're used to ignoring, we're used to suppressing, we're used to distracting ourselves from. But because of this emotional clarity, we can look at that and resolve it. And that's what I did. I ended up going into my daughter's room and actually freaking her out. She saw me standing there by the stairs. And we had this really nice talk. And I was talking about all these different things she could do and just trying to be there for her. So that emotional unrest that I would have normally preferred to just put away or put aside compelled me to do something about it, which benefited not only me, but the person who it was pertaining to. So if you're feeling sensitive, good. You're going through an awakening process that you're feeling is indicative of a very powerful thing you're going through. And if you're feeling very open, that's also good. Number 2, I wrote down breaking free of old patterns. It's a phenomenal time, my friends, to break free of the things that you perhaps have given up on. For the longest time, I could not shake my addiction to my stupid smartphone. I checked it. At one point, I was able to track how often I'm on it, how many hours a day I'm on it, and it was disturbing. I stopped even tracking it because I was just appalled with myself. I've been aware of this useless waste of time that drains my energy, sucks out all of my attention, and usually causes me stress that I couldn't stop myself from doing. I've been aware of that for a very long time, and for some reason I just kept going back to it and back to it and back to it. But finally, I could honestly say I'm free of it. And the way it worked out is the way it might work out for you, is where I became of the one thing, the one real binding component that kept me attached to that phone. For me, as I mentioned in previous videos, it was Instagram stories. Just always doing these stories kept me kind of glued and mindful of my phone. I finally had to say, you know what? No more stories. I don't make stories anymore, and consequently, I'm on my cell phone probably a 50th, I swear to God, a 50th of the time as I was. And it's been a couple of weeks, and I feel finally just liberated and free. But if you would have told me 2 weeks ago, hey Vic, you're finally gonna be able to kick that cell phone habit, I would have said, yeah, that'd be nice. But I can't help but be a bit skeptical because I've tried this many times before. My friend, don't stop trying, don't quit quitting. Know that energies are more supportive than normal. Sometimes energies compel you to act out your patterns so you can see to the depths in which they're not serving you. It's the opposite right now. Right now, the energies are saying, listen, you've already learned the lessons. Now it's a matter of taking the action. And guess what? The action, the separation is going to be a heck of a lot easier than you're used to. Number 3, going deeper with spirit. What I mean by that, my friend, is that you will be finding your relationship with the other side, with the divine elements of reality that you are connected to and very much a part of. However you wish to frame that or label it, it's up to you. You'll find that relationship is taking on a deep, you'll be going deeper with that. You're becoming more intimate, more connected than ever before with the other side. Now, this is a very individual process that will manifest itself in very individual ways. For example, my daughter, as I mentioned before, was having trouble making friends at school. When I went back into the room with her and talked to her, I told her about something I did a long time ago to meet my wife, Patty. I told her because she had just opened her window. I said, you know what, honey? There was a time when I was looking out at the stars just like you right now. And I prayed. I said, I prayed to God, as the way I put it, to help me finally meet my life partner. And then I said, a week later, I met your mom, Patty. And she was like, really? Interesting. And then I was like, I could see she was intrigued. So I use it as a sort of a gateway to talk about like prayer and how you can kind of intend for things and long for things and want things and assert to the universe that you want certain things in your life, and they will in some way, shape, or form be delivered to you. So that's a breakthrough for a person to realize that. That's how my daughter was experiencing it. Me, a little bit different, a little bit more esoteric. So I've been watching and finding myself re-enthused by ET contact and disclosure and all that kind of stuff. And I found myself feeling compelled to kind of reach out myself to deepen my own connection with that side of myself. And I had a dream, I've been having multiple dreams actually, but the other night I had kind of a cool dream I'll share about briefly. I found myself kind of like halfway awake and half asleep, you know, that like in-between stage. And I noticed, because it was still kind of a dream, I had this thing in my like pocket, even though it was like bedtime and I don't wear a shirt when I go to bed. I had this thing in my pocket, so that's when I realized it was a dream, because I normally don't carry this. And what this is, it's called a contact crystal. I'm kind of a big Bashar dork and nerd. Bashar is like an ET channeler type of person, and you can buy these things off his website, which essentially represent one who is sort of casting their vote for ET contact. So take that for what you will. This is me. I had this thing in my pocket in my dream, and then all of a sudden I felt these little children hands like playing with me. And I could like sense them, so I grabbed them at first. And I noticed they were like little hands, little arm, little hand, little fingers, and they were like playing with me. And my intuition sort of, that represented like the whole hybrid children sort of thing. And I woke up. So anyways, that's how it's unfolding for me. I don't always have those types of dreams, but I have been lately, because that's how I'm deepening my own connection with the other side. So you could be anywhere in between. Maybe you're a Christian and you like to read the Bible, and you start having more of a contact with the Spirit of Jesus coming to you and helping you and assisting you, or whatever. It doesn't matter. That's the beauty of it, because it can manifest in whatever way is preferred by you. Whatever it will align with your own beliefs, the own unique life path you chose in this incarnation, and it will be perfectly divine just for you. But just know, my friend, you can be more open to that. Okay, if you're open to the possibility, then Spirit can kind of come in and reveal itself to you, again, in a deeper and richer and more vivid way, which is, of course, exciting and equally comforting. Number 4, I was uncertain of what to write. I wrote down 2 different things that are related. I wrote down initially refining your life, which I'll get into in a moment, but on the way over here, I found myself just choked up, just for no reason. And it was because I realized I was really finding myself, like really getting to know who I really am at the core. So my point is, right now you might be going through a lot of different things and attracting experiences into your life that will require initially some fine tuning and adjusting, and some contrast, some things that are like, okay, I don't like this, I don't prefer this energy or experience, and then, oh wow, I really love this, I do prefer more of this, and there might be some fine tuning going on in your life. But the result of that is really finding yourself through the contrast, through the experiences that can initially be experienced in a stressful sort of way. So you might have things happening in your life that are like, you know what, I don't want this, I don't like this, I want to kind of eliminate this as much as I possibly can from my life. That's good, that's information. And consequently, or on the same token, you might have other things kind of coming into your life that really resonate, where you're like, wow, this is an amazing surprise. I didn't know this was around or existed. I want more of that. And there's going to be this pushing and pulling with the things coming into your life, but the end result is you finding yourself. So here's an example. I'm at a point right now with my online business where most people in my shoes would really expand it, because there's the possibility, the potential to do that. But I've been doing that. But what I'm finding is a lot of the things that come along with the expansion, for example, managing many different type of employees and workers, and a lot of that kind of stuff, to me personally, it's not worth it. It's a headache. I like shooting videos. I like writing. I like running retreats. That's pretty much it. I've been going through a lot of different contrasts with that. A lot of stress has been coming into my life because of this expansion. And in the beginning, I was like playing the victim. Oh boy, this is, poor Victor. But it was like, you know what? There's a reason why this is happening. It's to show me that this is not what I want. It's not what I want. Simultaneously, there have been things coming into my life that are what I want. For example, I've been in Las Vegas for almost 2 years now, and I just now had traveled to Mount Charleston, which is this different mountain, maybe 45 minutes away from where I live. And oh my God, if you thought I love these red rocks, Mount Charleston's on a whole new level. There's all these trees. You feel like you're in Colorado. And I'm like, man, I could just go there and spend all day there pretty much every day of my life. There's more of that. I'm finding more of myself as I'm admitting to myself there are things currently in my life that I don't prefer. As I develop the willingness to push away what's becoming to my attention that no longer serves, new things, new big, exciting, surprising things I had no idea existed are coming in to my life. But even more so, those are more external metaphors and sort of mirrors of the realignments you're doing within yourself. The Mount Charleston, kick ass. The awareness to push aside all this business stuff, great. More deeper than that is the wow, this is who you are. I've been playing all these different games, going through all these different trial and errors as we all have been. And in the process, in the learning, in the awareness is the discovery of who I am underneath it all. And just the knowledge of that, the experiencing of deeper levels of myself, of yourself, is more infinitely satisfying than pretty much any of the things I just described a minute ago. There's a real joy, a real happiness, a real peace in the connection to our true self that is being unraveled before our very eyes at rates that I can't even comprehend. It's this full moon, man. It's a positive energy saying, this is who you are. This is what you want. This is what you're all about. Now you get to experience and live it. Number 5, all of this is in preparation for September. September is going to be just a rocket ship into a life that is a reflection of this newly found, realized self you're discovering. Right now we're finding ourselves. We're going through some contrast, adjusting to the higher frequencies so that we can go forward come September in a perhaps very surprisingly brand new and fresh and highly resonant direction with full force, with full alignment, with full support from our spirit team and all. And it's a magical time, man. It's such a beautiful time. It really is. People like you, people like me, the ones who've been doing the work are finally being rewarded. But you have to sometimes look through the different types of experiences that come along with the reward, like the symptoms. No one likes feeling tired all the time. No one likes having to deal with stress in their life. And no one likes being kept awake at night with emotions they can't shake. But when you understand why that's happening and learn how to roll with it, which is the whole reason I make these videos, there's so much you can benefit from. And you benefiting from this is akin to the world benefiting from an example of one who has learned how to roll with the punches the universe is throwing and transform themselves incredibly along the way and just create a magnificent life. I had to adjust the camera there, my friend, but it's a phenomenal time, my friend. All the different things you're going through. Some of you might be having some heavier situations than I've sort of gone into in this video, but just know this, all of it is so you can go forward in a new way, a better way, an expanded way. And even, again, more so than going forward in a new way, it's going forward as your true self, where there is just an abundance of joy and happiness when you know who you are. And most of us don't know who we are. We've been very much in a slumber almost all of our life until now. We're finally waking up, and it's beautiful. And you're beautiful, okay? So thank you, my friend, for your work, your participation, for you inspire me, okay? This is a co-creative experience right now, even if you think you're learning from these videos. I'm learning from you. We're all working together, and it's amazing. So thank you, my friend. You have an amazing day. Have a fantastic full moon. I'll see you there on the other side. Be in touch, of course. Namaste.